Good morning, students. Have a nice day. Welcome to 6th Standard English class. I hope all are safe by God's grace. Today we are going to see about a new lesson, When the Trees Walked. Unit 2, Prose 2, When the Trees Walked. Written by Ruskin Bond. Ruskin Bond is an award-winning Indian author of more than 500 books, short stories, essays, and novels. He writes poetry and books for children as well as adults. He lives with his adopted family in Landour in Missouri. He was awarded the Padma Shri in 1999 and Padma Bhushan in 2014. Do you know some interesting facts of the lesson? India has more than 17,000 species of flowering plants. Tamil Nadu, with more than 5,000 species, nearly 1/3 of the total flora of India, probably has the highest diversity in India. The Western Ghats is home to nearly 325 globally threatened flora, fauna, bird, amphibian, reptile, and fish species. Short summary of the lesson. Grandfather built a bungalow and planted trees around it. During the rain, grandfather walked into the jungle. He planted cuttings and saplings. They found a small rocky island and grandfather planted a number of tamarind, laburnum and coral tree saplings. During the Second World War, the author was sent to a boarding school. 2 or 3 years later, he went to England. Some years later, the author returned and saw the island. He looked around and noticed a beautiful small green paradise. In this lesson, there are 3 sections. Section 1. The story starts with the narrator and his grandfather sitting on the veranda steps. When the narrator noticed a tendril means a climbing plant, creeping towards the grandfather. After 20 minutes, the tendril crosses the step and touches grandfather's feet. The narrator believes there is a scientific explanation to the plant's behavior. Whenever grandfather joined the narrator in the garden became a happy place. The grandfather served many years in the Indian Forest Service, so he liked trees and plants. After his retirement, he built a bungalow on the outer area of Dehradun. He planted trees like lime, mango, orange, and guava around the house. The Doon Valley was fertile, so all the trees grew tall and strong. An old peepal tree broke through the walls of an abandoned outhouse. Peepal trees have broad-chested trunk and slim-waisted leaves that spin like tops, which attract our attention and invite us into their shade. Grandmother wanted to cut down the peepal tree, but grandfather decided not to as he thought he could build another outhouse. Grandmother was not against trees, but fond of growing flowers. She ordered seeds and grandfather helped her out in gardening. Grandfather helped her not because he liked flower garden, but he liked watching butterflies attracted towards the flowers. Section 2. Grandfather during the rains would walk into the jungle beyond the riverbed with saplings and cuttings, which he would plant in the forest. The narrator cautioned grandfather that no one would come there. Grandfather replied that he was planting them for the forest and for the animals and birds for more food and shelter. He also explained that trees are required to keep the desert away. to attract rain, to prevent the banks of rivers from being washed away for fruits and flowers. The narrator helped grandfather with enthusiasm while grandfather taught the narrator a George Morris poem. George Morris' poem, Woodman spared the tree, touch not a single bough. In youth it sheltered me, and I will protect it now. Grandfather said trees would start to walk again like they did earlier until some busybody cast a spell on them. The narrator and grandfather saw an island that was dry in summer but flooded during rains. Grandfather saw a mango sapling trees growing there and decided to plant tamarind, laburnum and coral tree saplings on the island. Section 1 and Section 2 glossary. Fertile, able to produce a lot of plants or crops. Abundant, left without care. Vigorous, healthy and strong. Protested, opposed or disagreed. Nightmare, a frightening dream. Interfering, stopping. Today's assignment, answer the following questions. Write in your English classwork note. First question, when did the garden become a happy place for the author? Answer, the garden became a happy place for the author when his grandfather joined him. Second question, what are the two reasons the author gives for the plants moving towards grandfather? Answer, the two reasons the author gives for the plants moving towards grandfather are: first one, light and warmth. Second one, they like to be near grandfather. Third question, why does the writer think that the peepal tree is a great show off? Answer, peepal tree are great show off. Even when there is no breeze, their broad-chested, slim-waisted leaves will spin like tops, determined to attract one's attention and invite into the shade. Section 2, fourth question. Why do we need trees? List 4 reasons that grandfather gives. Answer, we need trees to keep the desert away, to attract rain, to prevent the banks of rivers from being washed away, for fruits and flowers, leaf and seed. Fifth question, why did the author help his grandfather plant trees? Answer, the author accepted the fact that men need trees, not only to improve view, but for the animals and birds who live here and need more food and shelter. Sixth question, what made grandfather plant saplings on the rocky island? Answer, the island was rocky in a riverbed, looking at a single small mango tree growing in the island. So grandfather decided to plant saplings. Book back exercise. Read and understand. Tick the most appropriate option. According to the author, the tendril was moving towards grandfather because it needed light and warmth, did not like the light and warmth, wanted to be near grandfather, wanted to escape from the winter. Correct option C, wanted to be near grandfather. Second question, grandmother had wanted the peepal tree cut down because. Option A, she did not like trees. Option B, she wanted to grow flowers. Option C, it was an old tree. Option D, it was knocking down the bricks of the outhouse. Correct answer option D. It was knocking down the bricks of the outhouse. Third question. Grandfather helped grandma out with the gardening because he option A liked gardening, option B wanted to grow flowers to attract butterflies, option C wanted to beautify the garden, option D wanted to make the house green. Correct answer option B wanted to grow flowers to attract butterflies. Fourth question. The author did not want to plant saplings in the forest because option A. No one would come to see them. Option B. It was dangerous to enter the forest. Option C. It would not be of any use to them. Option D. No one would appreciate them. Correct answer option A. No one would come to see them. Fifth question. Grandfather felt planting trees would help the forest because option A. He wanted to make the view beautiful. Option B. The riverbed was dry. Option C. Animals and birds in the forest would love him. Option D. The animals and birds would find it easier to live. Correct answer option D. The animals and birds would find it easier to live. Sixth question. When the author returned from England to Dehradun, he found grandfather's dream had come true because the option A. Old house had changed. Option B. River was full. Option C. Trees had red flowers. Option D. Forest covered the island. Correct answer option D. Forest covered the island. Okay children, I hope all are watching this video class and PDF link. Assignment. Watch the YouTube video link till you understand. Follow one rule size classwork note in English. Read and write given answer the following and book exercise. Write in cursive style and neat presentation. Complete the given assignment and report as task completed in this group between 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. without fail. Thank you children. God bless you.